As most everyone is well aware, the folks over at Line 6 just very recently released their Line 6 Helix HX Stomp firmware 3.7 update. I truly can't remember an update that has caused this much of a stir on the internet, and for good reason. I was very excited about this when I first got my hands on it. And as I've mentioned already in other videos, I think some of the most incredible additions are the Line 6 original amps that have been ported over from their Catalyst line of amps. Today we are going to dive into the new Line 6 original Carilion amplifier. And I must say, this is really quickly becoming a true favorite of mine and what I truly believe is one of the best amps that we have in the Helix within the bounds of what it's capable of. It's obviously not a metal amp. So what is the Carilion? Well, it's kind of a Vox AC30 inspired amp, but kind of taking away any of the bad side of an AC30. I hate to use that term, but maybe some of the quirks about an AC30 that sometimes some folks don't like, and it seems to be gone in this. And I gotta say, this is really, really incredible. So today we're gonna create a single snapshot preset that I hope you enjoy. It's gonna be available for free at my website below. It's going to also be very similar to one of the snapshots from my full-blown Line 6 Marketplace Carilion Ultimate preset, of which I'm going to play you a demo video later at the end of the video where you can hear all the various snapshots from that preset working together in a mix over a full rhythm section. So without further ado, let's dive right over to HX Edit to take a look and listen and see what we can get out of this incredible amplifier. All right, so here we are over in HX Edit. You'll see that I have my normal little stripped down template that I like to use. The full-blown Line 6 Marketplace preset is going to be multi-snapshots. It's going to be 4 snapshots, and it's going to contain a full array of effects. There's also going to be a stripped down HX Stomp multi-snapshot and HX Stomp XL multi-snapshot preset included with that. But again, at the end of the chain here, I have my LA Studio comp, just adding a little bit of squish and glue at the end, like I like to call it. Peak reduction 3.5, gain at 5. It's not really working too hard. I may have gone a little heavier with it on this one, kind of hitting it a bit harder. I just like what it was doing to it. My EQ block, again, not doing much of anything other than high and low cuts here. But again, as I said, people ask me, why do you even bother putting it in? I like to have it there just in case I do want to make a tweak for a particular situation. I have that block included. It's really not taking up a whole lot of DSP, so I leave it there, but the low cut is at 100 hertz, high cut at 10 kilohertz. Dynamic plate reverb with a decay of 1.4 seconds, pre-delay of 10 milliseconds, mixable 30%. You see the other parameters here, just so things aren't quite so dry. Low and high shelf with both the low and high frequencies set at 650 hertz, often as I like to do. All the frequencies below 650 dropped by 1.5 dB, all the frequencies above boosted by 2 dB. And that gave me the sound I was looking for to have this sit beautifully in the mix. Now I'm using the 212 Bluebell cab with a 121 ribbon dead center on the speaker with a distance of 5.0 and obviously no low and high cuts since I have those over here. And on the amp, my final parameters that I settled on for this push kind of edge of breakup tone is the channel 1 drive on 7, bass on 6, mid on 4, treble on 5, presence on 5.5, channel volume on 7. Boost was off for this particular situation. We will talk about this boost in a moment. Sag on 5, hum was on, bias and bias X both on 5. So if I disable all of the little sweetener tracks, I'll leave the reverb on just so things aren't so bone dry. This is what we have from this amp. And I'm playing my Sir Classic T Telly style guitar. That is the bridge pickup. Go over to the neck. Middle position. Nothing wrong with that. There's, like I said, I have my little sweetener blocks I'll add in after, and I kind of like what those did to. But let's explore the model first and foremost. So let's just remember our setting on our drive of 7. We can come all the way down with this. Beautiful, clean tones. Really liking what was possible there. Now, if we go to the other extreme, cranking this up, we get this beautiful breakup. I would say more than edge of breakup, but kind of driven tone, but without some of the nastiness that some of the AC30s can get, some of that maybe overly chimey sound. Neck pickup. Now, we'll go back to where I had that set. Now, the other great feature is this boost feature that we're finding on all of these new Line 6 original amps. So, if we crank this up, we can hit the front end of the amp without having to add any sort of boost block before it. And these are really useful. As I mentioned in some previous videos, we could assign this to a foot switch or an expression pedal and have it set to various parameters that we could just click it on and off and have a certain amount of boost come in. So very cool, a very nice addition. Now, having said that, and after exploring some of what this amp can do, this is what I settled on. And I'm going to slowly bring in the various little sweeteners that I brought into it. And here it is just with the amp and cab at the settings I used for this preset. I'm going to bring in my LA Studio comp. There's a really beautiful little bloom on the front of the notes. Really digging that. I'll bring the low and high cuts in. Very subtle stuff. It's not anything overt. And finally, I'll bring the low and high shelf in just to polish the sound up so it works beautifully in a mix. Go over to the neck pickup. And finally, middle position. So there you have it. There's the single snapshot preset. That is available, link below at my website. Go grab it. I hope you enjoy it and have some fun with it. If you like what you heard there, consider going to the Line 6 Marketplace, grabbing my full-blown multi-snapshot Brilliant Ultimate preset, which also has a full array of effects. Beautiful, beautiful preset. I've been enjoying it very much. Now, if you'd like to hear what the various snapshots from the full-blown Marketplace presets sound like, this is how they work together in a full production. What did you think of that? I hope you enjoyed it. Again, the free preset is below at my website. If you want to grab the full-blown preset you just listened to in that little demo, you can do so at the Line 6 Marketplace. The link to that is also below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and spending your time with me. Really do appreciate it. Please like the video, share it with anybody you think would get some use or enjoyment out of watching it, and also please subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell notification to get notified when I put new content out. I'll be back really soon with some more firmware 3.7 content. Thanks again for tuning in. Ciao for now.